So in the team this year, we have got 5 riders, 3 different championships. Got Luca Wilkinson joining us again in the new inaugural Junior Sportbike Championship on his ZX4RR that he rode last year. And with that, we've had to grow the team. So we now have more mechanics, more data men, and more stresses. So it's all cool. So it's been a long winter, not a lot of bike riding because of the weather. Obviously in Britain we have done some Spanish testing, but we have been really busy. We've purchased a new team truck, all liveried up with rider areas, living areas, and obviously enough transport space to bring everything with us. We've got a bigger and better awning this year as well, so our setup is now 12x8 with a full hospitality part on it with teas and coffees for anybody that's coming to join us. The rider space and bike space is bigger and just looking a little bit more professional, we hope. More room for our mechanics to work in a professional environment. Very lucky this year as well with BSB. They've seen our setup and they like the way that we present ourselves, and they're very kindly for the first round put us in a really good spot. Lots of people milling around the outside of the awning and taking pictures of the little Ovale that we've got with us as well. If you want to pop along to any other rounds, get your picture taken on the Ovale. It's mainly for the kids obviously, but the big adults can do it as well, the big kids should I say. And yeah, tag us on Instagram and we're going to be doing a giveaway of some team merch every single round at the end of the weekend.
Each rider's got their own individual area to chill out, and as well we've now obviously got the racing truck, so each rider has got their kit stored in the back of the truck, so as soon as it's our turn to get ready, we all get ready into our gear and in the awning well before we need to be.
It's taken that next step up. We've got the whole hospitality side over here. The garage area is all set out nicely. All the riders have their own area. We've got nice space for every mechanic as well to work on each bike. You're not working on top of each other. It makes it a hell of a lot easier.
So yesterday, day one, up and down day yesterday. Start off with Luca, free practice 1. A little bit of a sensory overload for Luca, unfortunately, yesterday. New levers, new gloves, new helmet. Although he's bedded them in, taken a load of time to do that. Free practice 1 was a little bit of a struggle for him, but we set a time and it was okay. Went out in qualifying, and although we prepped the bikes, unfortunately, we had a clutch issue. Although he didn't set a time in qualifying, he did set a good enough time in free practice for them to add him onto the back of the grid. Overall, good day for the team. Mechanics and data guys worked amazing.
It's definitely a big change. There's a lot more attention coming over from the team. Obviously Nick's done a great job showing it all and getting it all over the social medias, and there's definitely a lot more attention on each individual rider compared to at BMZ. I did go out for qualifying yesterday, but unfortunately my clutch went, so I had to come in short and I didn't get a qualifying lap in.
Race day 1, fortunately for Luca, made a fantastic start in the race, went forwards, made up a load of spaces, real good lap, but he unfortunately got some real bad arm pump, come in, retired on the last lap, ended up in the medical centre getting physio on his arm.
We're going to go out for warm up and then they're going to check me after that, and then if they think that everything's okay, I'm definitely going to be going out for the race.
Day 2 at BSB round 1 at Oulton Park. Another eventful day for NW racing, but that's how racing goes. So Luca had a good warm-up, did what he needed to do, and was properly up for the race, so that was really, really good. Unfortunately got meatball flagged, that's the black with the orange circle in the middle, for a little bit of puff of smoke out the back of his bike. There was no oil coming out. We found out that there was a little bit of water steaming off, and obviously it looked like smoke. So rightly so, the officials flagged him off, so he had to leave the circuit. Unfortunately, DNF'd the race. Positives from the weekend, really. As I say, first round with BSB, we've had PBs set, we've had qualifying, even with massive bike issues. We always say on our posts, we learn, we grow, we move forward together. So that's what we've done. We've already had a big debrief with a couple of the guys that have been watching for us out on track, where the boys are struggling, where they're not struggling. and we're going to make a plan of action for Donington.
So warm-up, we made a couple changes to the bike, managed to get the quick shifter and the auto blipper working again, which was really good. We also made some changes to my levers, tried to stretch them out overnight, so warm-up felt really good, really comfortable. Went out for the race, got a really good start, made about 7 positions from 14th to 8th, which I was really happy with. And I was trying to push on, but on about lap 5, I noticed on my dash my bike was showing 100 degrees. I turned on the fan and then I got given the meatball flag, so I knew I had to pull over and stop as quick as I can. So overall, not the greatest weekend ever, but we've got Donington in 2 weeks' time, so we'll come back again stronger than ever. We'll push on more. Biggest lesson is just come here to have fun and push on as much as you can, really. No, don't get your hopes down about anything, just go again. It might not be the greatest weekend of your life, but there will be better to come, so just look forward to the good weekends that are coming up instead of the bad ones.
So goals for the season. Luca, we're aiming points straight away, top 15, hopefully some top 10s, and depending on how he progresses and how the class progresses as well, if we can get some top 5s, it'd be amazing.
I'd like to, if I can, top 5 in the championship. It's a big goal to go for in my first year, but if we can do that, that'd be absolutely amazing, and maybe a couple of podiums along the way would be wicked as well.
We've known Nick and the NWR guys for a few years, since club racing, and my dad's known Nick for a long time, so when he said that Zack and Craig were going to be racing in a sport bike and that there was space in the awning, it was a bit of a no-brainer.
We obviously know Nick and Steve and everyone here very well, and it's a good atmosphere. I think the morals that we've got here is very good, a very professional environment. Instead of privateering out a little awning or having to pay quite a lot of money to go in some of the big teams, it's kind of in that middle ground, and the morals that he's got of bringing young riders through and having someone to support the families that don't have the experience is good. So it was a perfect opportunity, and it's obviously a good laugh here as well.
Zack started my career, Zack and Nick, because I went down to mini bikes to test out, and then now I've came up through the ranks with Zack. I was battling with him in 2023. Now I've just seen how Nick runs it, and I thought it's better than just me being by myself, sort of thing.
I'd like to thank my mum, my dad and all my sponsors and the team for always being here to help, and just everyone in general and all my Club 76 for all the help over the years, so thank you so much.
Thank you to the team, all the sponsors and everyone that's made it possible.
First off, thanks to the NWR crew for having us this weekend.
I want to thank Nichols Lorries, Shore Haulage, Two Brothers Scaffolding, obviously the team, Speedy Freight, all of these, Helmet City, R&G, EBC Bikes, Still Clean, LTR, and Hunt's Motorcycles.
So on behalf of Hudson, because Hudson's not here at this moment in time, but I just want to say thank you. First thing to Nick. This setup is amazing. His visions and his goals for young riders to come from club level into British is phenomenal, and he's doing it the right way, so thank you, Nick.
People don't see the work behind the scenes. They don't see the hours and the time that everybody puts in to make this look like it does, but I do. So I do really appreciate it.
So a massive thanks to all the sponsors. You've seen them in the background on all of the boards and everything like that. Title sponsor Speedy Freight, who you will see in the video. Martin kindly done a little interview for us. Sharon, you'll see the big Shazza's there. Obviously, she done an interview as well. She's always bubbly and pushing the team, which is great. We love having the sponsors with us. Show them hopefully a good time over the course of the weekend. We genuinely couldn't do it without you guys as a team and all of those people that sponsor the riders individually. Huge thanks to everybody out there. It really does help us do what we do and hopefully bring the kids through with some decent results later in the season.
I'm Sharon Valentine, known as Shazza, and I'm a personal sponsor to Zack Weston and the NW Racing team. I started sponsoring Zack in 2022, and so this is my 5th season of following him and his team. We were wandering around the BSB paddock, and I saw Zack, and he was really tiny, and he was the youngest rider at the BSB race that year. So I spoke to him, and he was very quiet and very shy. And my husband spoke to Nick, and I just made the decision that I was going to give him something that year to help, and it's gone from there. I've formed a lovely relationship with Nick and Anna, who are Zack's mum and dad, Zack himself. I get lots of feedback, lots of involvement. It's very nice to be in the awning during the race. I now know far more about racing, about braking points, apexes, chatter and bikes than I ever knew before. And I just love it. I love being part of it, and they very much make me feel like family and part of it. As a fairly major sponsor, I suppose you would say, Nick and I speak very, very regularly. He uses me as a sounding board to bounce ideas of how we're going to develop the team, and of course what the money is going to be spent on. I think it's very important to him that I feel I've got value for money for anything I put in. So, for example, the truck that's behind me, I knew about that before nearly everybody else did, because he wanted to talk it through as an idea before it became a reality. £50 can make a real difference to somebody's race weekend. It's not just running the bike, it's the fuel, it's the tyres, it's everything that they need. Being there in the awning, tea, coffee, electricity, everything they do. All the personal sponsors give a little bit of money, and together we make one decent sponsor.
My name's Martin, I'm from Speedy Freight. We are a haulage company doing same day courier work. We're their team sponsor. We are there to help in any way that the team needs. We've been sponsors of the team now, this is our 3rd year. We started with just Zack on the Kawasaki, and it's grown into what you can see here today, which is a hell of an operation. We just like the whole idea of them, to be honest with you. This is a family setup, and by family I mean there are blood relatives, but everybody's family here. They've got a record of success, they've got aspirations of success. They run a very professional organisation. Rider safety is paramount. The bikes are well prepared, the checks are done properly, and as a company that takes pride in the way it operates itself, this just struck us as a kind of business we'd want to be involved in. We get a lot of coverage from this. I mean, we've got crowds that are coming around and congregating. There's people taking photos. Something like this, I think, would be probably 100,000 people will see our logo in some way, shape or form from us being here today, and this is just one round. That's what we get as a commercial basis. We also get to know that we're actually helping some young guys who could maybe go on to do some very big things in this sport. So if you've got a business that would not normally be able to be seen, this will really, really push things forward, and I would encourage anybody to be able to do this. I've really enjoyed the last 3 years, and I'm going to enjoy this for a lot longer, I hope.